three key areas: member strategy, at retirement and investment innovation. So the first one, member strategy, we've got to the end of staging, we're just about to embark on phasing, and we need to assess our membership in detail. So we are embarking on what we call test and learn. So we're testing different mechanisms for communicating with those members, trying to get a balance between nudge and engagement that's appropriate for particular cohorts, and building our member strategy from that base. The next point on at retirement is that we are looking at what we have in terms of the member journey for members retiring, both at the point of retirement and post-retirement, taking into account things like cognitive decline, when members get very much older, and helping them understand what their options are under freedom and choice. The third area is investment innovation. So we've already introduced a climate-aware portfolio within our target date funds, within the developed equity portfolios. We're looking to diversify further into more illiquid assets. So for example, at the moment we have a commodities mandate in the marketplace. We're looking for an experienced commodities manager with an overlay of ESG. So these are traditionally illiquid assets that we're looking to diversify into, that previously would have just been in DB arrangements. But because of the size and scale of Nest, our master trust, we're able to use these strategies within the DC environment as well. The opportunities in the marketplace are that we are seeing a change from own trust DC arrangements to master trusts, and to some extent from contract-based arrangements into master trusts. Now this is largely being driven by employers, feeling that they need to review their pension strategy. There's an increased focus on governance and regulation on running those arrangements, so an increase in time and therefore cost for employers. So typically they're looking now to outsource to a master trust. And as Nest is a master trust, we see that as an opportunity for us. Employers may also have lots of legacy arrangements. So particularly if they've been acquisitive, they'll have other legacy DC arrangements that maybe members are no longer paying into. And they might be looking at rolling them all into one going forward. And typically we would expect that to be a master trust. So there's another opportunity for us. At the member level, we are looking at consolidation. So for members who have been particularly mobile and have several pension pots from previous employers, they may want to consolidate within one arrangement. So they're transferring in to one provider. And typically they might do that as they're approaching retirement. So again, there's an opportunity for Nest as a provider and with the ability to accept transfers in. We're particularly looking at smaller sums of money from members where they've got a few £100s with a previous provider, and maybe some of the other traditional providers wouldn't accept such a low amount. We can accept them into Nest. Challenges really are twofold as far as we can see. We've got phasing coming in this April and April 2019. So we don't yet know what the level of opt-outs are going to be for members, and we don't yet know how many members are going to stop contributing. Now, our research indicates that members won't opt out and that members will carry on saving, but it is a great unknown at this moment in time. The second threat is completely out of our control. It's macroeconomics. So if we suffer falls in equity markets, at the moment that could have an impact. Now, we do operate very carefully with our investment portfolios to make sure that we not only focus on the performance, we also focus on the risk that we take within those portfolios. But they will only be tested really when we see equity market falls. We could also see rising unemployment in the UK, and again that might have an impact on opt-outs and an impact on members stopping contributing. So those are the main threats that we see.